Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the New Galaxy Gamers channel, and welcome back to our Let's Learn Together series here in Stationeers. I hope you're all doing well, having a safe, wonderful, and successful week this week so far. If you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. Caution. As I'm rudely interrupted by Tias. If you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you're a returning member, welcome back to you as well. It's great to have you all here hanging out with me, having fun, and all that good stuff. As usual, all usual disclaimers are in the description of the video. So last week, as we discussed, we got the water basically going. We do have that, but before he starts yelling at me over this gang. There we go. Okay, so as usual, there, now TS will be happy. We do have our ability to fill our water, as you can see, as you remember. So this is now something that we have the ability to do. And we've got all that. What we need to do today, because I want to get us, we got to start thinking about getting gas management going, as well as we need to get that furnace out there up and running. So those are going to be our tasks for today if we can get them done. And you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. Alright, let me shut my light off. And that's right, I meant to do that. You guys kept telling me I should turn my pressure down and my temperature down. That'll help. Okay, so that should actually work. I'm hoping. Thank you to those of you who did remind me to do that. I keep forgetting. You'd think I'd remember that having watched Mr. Splitsy. Alright, so as I was saying, we do need to get this going here. Why does that? It does feel like... No? Okay, so I think I just need to do the piping for that. Alright, let's remember what we did over here. Got our pipe vendor hooked up. Okay, we need iron for that, so I think we're gonna need to go... Go grab another round of iron, copper, and gold. Real quick. So I do want to thank you guys for your comments and everything. Your comments actually do help me, and I do learn a lot from you guys. I did notice that there was one comment, mostly because it was confusion, I think. And I kind of feel like I do need to just to explain so that everybody knows. I think it's what's fair at this point. I often will have friends that... I have friends that play Stationeers and other games that I play that are in a private Discord server with me. And they'll often, you know, give me a hard time, make comments to give me a hard time. Nothing harmful or anything like that. It's friendly ribbing, if you will. And I'll dish it right back to them. Last week I made a comment that, you know, people think that I might hate the game when I really don't. That was not directed at anybody in the comments section. That was a playful jab at my friends. And I realized that there was confusion about that after the fact, when I saw the comments. So I do need to apologize for that, because I'm not saying that anybody's, you know, trying to iron. I'm not trying to say anybody's, you know, trying to say I hate the game or anything like that in the comments. So I just wanted to make sure that people understood that that's where that's coming from, and it is not coming from anywhere but that. So please, you know, feel free to comment and all that good stuff, knowing that sometimes I may make statements that are not directed at anybody in the comments section, that are directed more at my friends who are in that private Discord server with me. Alright. I think that's enough iron. Let's go get gold and copper. Keep hitting the wrong freaking buttons. So I just wanted to make sure I put that out there before I forget, because I know it can be confusing, and I certainly don't want it to be confusing for you guys. Alright, so also I will be getting the robots DLC. As of the recording of this video, I'm still just waiting for all the bills to clear. You know that painful process. You have to get all the responsible bills cleaned up and all that annoying stuff. So, and it's the same kind of thing with Farming Simulator 2, 25 as well. So we're just kind of in that holding pattern there. There's ice. I'm gonna need that. So I'm hoping next week to have the robots DLC. I say that, you know, knowing that may backfire on me, but I am hoping that. And one thing I'd like from you guys, I've had some people encourage me that I should do the brutal start with the Robots DLC. And I should do it, I should play it either on the moon or Vulcan. Which actually kind of sounds fun. So I'm all up for that. What I would like to know from you guys is which one you think, which starting location you think I should start from. Do you think I should start the robots world on the moon or on Vulcan? Or should maybe there's another one you would like to see me try? I've always wanted to try, do a proper start on the moon and on Vulcan, so I know we're going to do those two. I don't know what order, but I know we will. So I'll be curious to know what you guys think there. Because we all know we love seeing me end up with trouble, getting myself in trouble. And to be honest, I'd be lying if I didn't admit that I enjoy it too. Ah, bugger. Well, that's a problem. Oh, I have the pickaxe. This ought to be good. Okay, that just feels weird. Okay, so this looks like the pickaxe doesn't really have that big a difference in what it okay. Alright, so it doesn't look like the pickaxe really is that big a difference in how much ore it takes in. We do need copper, so let's make sure we can get that first. So yeah, I do think that would be a really cool thing to try, and I'm really wanting to try it actually. This is what? Nickel. That is a tickle nickel. And this is oxide. That is iron, that is not what I need. You silly game. This is silly stuff. Okay, we'll grab a batch of silly stuff, aka silicon, for those who do not know. I have different little nicknames for various ores. I don't know why. I really don't know what started that. I just happened to say, you know, give silicon the name of silly stuff in Space Engineers, and that just seemed to hold. Hydration warning. Alright. We got a batch of silly stuff. I really do not want to leave without copper. A lot of oxide around here. Why can't there be enough copper? One thing I will say, and it kind of makes sense on a planet like Mars, is it is really hard at night to spot the ores from a distance. There's a meteor, or an asteroid, it looks like, in the sky. So, I mean, that is kind of something right there. Hi, Mr. Asteroid. I'm guessing that's what you are. And I also am glad to see you guys are enjoying Stationeers. You love it. I've been talking to a couple of you that have in the Discord server that have been playing Space Engineers and refinding the joy of that game as well. That's really great to hear.
Power low.
Okay, thank you, Tias, for rudely interrupting me yet again. So it's been good to see that. Let's grab some coal while we're right here for the... So it has been good to see y'all enjoying the games and finding renewed interest in them, if that's the case for you. That really does make me happy. And I did have someone say that in the comments, and this is actually a very true sentiment that I really can't disagree with. Right. It looked like copper for a minute. And that is that they've noticed that Space Engineers tends to hold the player's hand while iron. While Stationeers is not as forgiving. And, you know, playing both games, yeah, I think that's right. I have to agree with that. Because it does kind of feel like, you know, Stationeers is not as forgiving on the player in its survival mechanics as Space Engineers is. And, I do have to agree with that. I mean, I can't argue against it. And I think it, you know, one of the things I have noticed, and I've seen a couple of you in the comments say this too, and I've noticed it. I do tend to play Stationeers like I'm playing Space Engineers. I've caught myself doing it. So, you're not wrong when you say, hey, you know, you're playing it like you're playing Space Engineers, and it's going to lead you to problems. And you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right when it comes to that. I have noticed that. So it's a habit I gotta break myself away from when it comes to playing Stationeers. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. But, you know, what's the word I'm looking for. It takes the courage to admit that and to accept it, recognize it, that, you know, because if you do that, you can improve. And we all know I want to improve for you guys. Is that copper? Please tell me you are copper. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So, I will admit that, yeah, I do, do tend to play, I do tend to play Stationeers like I would play Space Engineers, and I gotta stop doing that. So you guys are right about that. You agree with you. And rightfully so. Alright, ladies and gents, we've got what we need here. Turn my light off. Put you here. Grab you. There we go. Let's get our butts home. So yes, yeah, I do agree with you guys there. And I've also been told that I'm missing some of the survival mechanics. And you know, I probably am. I probably am, actually. When you stop and you think about it. I also had somebody mention that they thought that the easy mode in Stationeers, if I'm going to play in the easy mode, I may as well. I now understand what they meant about creative mode and easy mode. And the more I thought about it, the more that makes their comment made sense. Because when you do stop and you think about it, if you're going to play in easy mode, well, you are kind of technically playing in you are kind of technically playing in a form of creative mode. Okay, that'll charge up quick. Grab this battery, put you over there. Get all these batteries charged up. So yeah, I do actually agree with that. While we're at it, go ahead and start getting our smelting going over here. Okay. Get that one charged back up too while we're at it. Okay. There. Smart idea to get all our batteries charged. So yeah, so there is that. So we're having fun with that, and we'll improve on it, guys. We'll improve. Okay, this battery's almost charged. Just in time. Okay. Alright, we'll smelt the gold. Okay. Well, we're not going to meet all our goals today. I think I really got to start doing mining off camera. But the problem is I don't want to miss anything, and I don't want you guys to miss anything either. And so mining ends up taking like half the episode. I've noticed. Now I know later game we can get deep miners that will do the mining for us, and that's kind of cool. That's something I want to look into as well as I continue learning the gameplay mechanics here in Stationeers. I know Bailerin had posted a video in Discord that he had made a rocket in Stationeers, and that's really cool too. You can make rockets. I like making rockets. I like making rockets. That's so fun. And it's cool to see what everybody's background is, your professions are, and things like that too. That's really cool. I know one of you commented that you're in network engineering or hardware engineering, computers and things like that, and that's really cool. I like hearing that information. I like hearing that stuff about members of our community. You're all great people, and I enjoy hanging out with you guys, talking with you and interacting with you. We may have different views on various things, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with having different ideas and views. And there's nothing wrong with having a good conversation about it, too. Oh, I need to get that furnace up and running. That furnace will take less time to smelt ore resources, and it will use less battery power. The only thing I do wish about that furnace, though, the furnace we're working on upgrading to, the only thing I do wish it would do is when it is done, and I don't know, I'm sure the developers actually have a reason for this, for the way they didn't do it, but it seems to me like you wouldn't know. I haven't seen anything in the off-camera world where you can tell when the item you're trying to smelt in that furnace, the the furnace we're setting up, you don't have a way of telling when the smelting of those ingots are done. It's done. I get pulling the lever to get the ingots. I get that. I would just like it to do what the arc furnace does, automatically eject the ingots, or at least give us a way of telling us that it's done. Smelting that particular ingot. So like if you're smelting steel in the furnace, I'd like it at least to be able to say steel ready, or something like that, to that effect, so you know to take it out. And I'm pretty sure there is a reason why the developers didn't do that with the furnace. And that kind of eluding me right now. That's okay. But I'm sure there is a reason. But I'd love to see them do it that way, because it would make it a little easier there. Because I could see myself not knowing the ingot's ready and blowing up the furnace by accident because I didn't know that. I could just picture that happening. Because, well, it is me after all.
Filter low.
I'm going to need to get some more volatile. That melted on me. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Alright. Unless I accidentally dropped it. That's alright, I can get more of that. I'm not worried. Unless I did the dumbest thing and put it somewhere where I shouldn't have. That sounds like something I'd do. Alright, let's smelt up this gold. Alright, so I know I got a problem with my filters. I'm gonna need to... Oh, I don't have my tools printer up yet, do I? Now we'll run the tools printer, print up the tools printer while we're at it. That means I'll have to go out and get another couple of rounds of iron, copper, and gold for the tool printer. That's okay. I'll do that off camera for you guys, so you guys don't have to see that. Excuse me. Now, see, somebody said later in the game, you can build a recycler to recycle the filters. That's actually good to know. I wonder if I can build a recycler from this auto lathe. Put this tools printer down here. Nope. See if we can. Oh, you can. Oh, let's get the recycler then. May as well, right? So that is an early game technology. Interesting. I did not know that. See? We're learning. And that's what this game is about. That's what this series is about, is learning and figuring things out. You can build a recycler early on. I did not know that. I thought you couldn't. All right. Alright, we'll have to grab some steel plate. Do that real quick. See, so I learned something today, guys. Because I did not know you could build the, not know you could build the recycler early game. So I learned something today.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank caution. Waste tank caution. Waste tank caution. Alright, let me fix the freaking waste tank while I'm at it. So that PS doesn't get mad at me.
Waste tank critical.
No kidding. There we go. Alright. What was I doing? Before I was so rudely interrupted. Oh yeah, that's right. Doing that. Oh, the battery's without power. Oh, that makes sense. Alright. Let me see. This over here so that I can do this. Alright, must be out of charge. Oh no, I'm actually out of... Ah! Okay. That's a new one. I'll have to go in and get that filled up. We'll just finish getting this all smelted and then I'll run in real quick and get this all done. That. Well, our goal today was to get the furnace up and running and start on our gas management stuff, but so that we can manage the greenhouse properly and get our food growing. But yeah, it's not gonna work. That's probably not gonna happen today. But we'll be able to get at least get the recycler up and running. And figure out what we need to do, how we need to sort out our filters through the recycler. Now let me go and fill the welder real fast. Now, question I have is, does this fill the same way as... No, it does not. Hey! There we go.
Power low.
Thank you, Tias. You rude, cheeky goat. Oh. Okay. There we go. Oh, everything's happening to me today. Filter capacity and suit's power supply. All right. There's nothing else can go wrong today, right? Okay, so I need wire cables and then need plastic sheets. Okay, so I'll bring the plastic sheets because we're going to need them. Oh, I should have brought the recycler too. There we go. Always bring the recycler when you can. Always bring the recycler. Wait, I don't have to build that? Interesting. All right, okay. Well... seems it wants to be a cheeky little thing. We'll respect that. Okay. And now, my friends, see what happens when I play with this. Right? Because nothing can go wrong. Well, everything could go wrong. Okay, so I took that. What'd that give me? Oh, it gives you Regent Ore. Oh. Okay, and then the Regent Ore you put into the furnace. Gotcha. So essentially, what that now means is pipe vendor. Oh no, that's tool machinery. The one I need right there. Okay. Um. Wait a minute. Where do I make the filter? No. Um. Crap. All right. Oh, maybe I got. Maybe it's because I got to do it carbon. No. I don't know why it'd be in here. Oh wait, maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Evo suit. Well, that's annoying. It can't be in here. It is. I'll be damned. Okay, that... Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay. Alright, so we got one that's still low. When that one is done, we'll recycle that. Now that I've actually learned how to use now that I learned how that works, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually a good thing. Alright. Far out. Okay, so I know recycler is something we can do easy. That gives us regent. I'm going to throw that regent right there for now so I remember where it is. So when we get the furnace, we can toss it in there real quick. And let's see, what did that actually take? Oh, it just takes hydrogen. Just takes iron, okay. So we'll be able to reclaim the iron from that. That's really cool. I like that. So it does have a similar mechanic to Space Engineers in that regard. The only difference is you have to throw the regent back into the furnace to get the iron ingot. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. All right. And I know we're going to do... Ow. Get the pipe in. We need the pipe valve. Oh no, I got the wrong one. Oh crap. Yeah, I hit the wrong one. Whoops. That's okay. Okay, now we'll do pipe. Liquid pipe.
Hydration critical.
All right, let me deal with this first. Okay. Okay. Just so that I don't forget that we have the regent here. Let's throw that up here. All right. And let's go and get ourselves the pipe. Pipe. Hey, we gotta go and pipe it up. Yeah. Alright, so that's a liquid pipe. Don't want the liquid pipe right now. We want... you! Get to making me some piping. That should be enough. Alright. Any of these, how are these doing over here? Oh yeah, we're gonna need to do this. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just do this real quick. Okay. Oh wait. Actually, grab the wrench real quick. There we go. Or grab it's gonna be this one we want. Yep. Yes, sir, Bob. Said Bob the Builder. Being really? Well, fine, you cheeky cow. Oh wait, I got it. Okay. All right. All right. Now, in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, we will test this furnace and we will see if we got it working the way it's supposed to work.
Power low.
Yeah, bite me. So we'll test that in the next episode, and I'll go and grab coal and all that and get our batteries back to normal. But if it works, then that means we've actually got a working furnace. We can make steel. That means we can make the station battery. That means we're going to be able to start making other things we need as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Smash that bell notification icon to let yourself know when the next video comes out. And be sure to share the link to the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers, your pet kitty cat, pet puppy dog, pet parakeet, pet bunny rabbit, pet guinea pig, pet koala bear, pet panda bear, pet bobcat, whatever it might be. By sharing a link to the channel with others, it does help this wonderful channel grow, helps our wonderful community grow as well. Be sure to join the conversation in our Discord server and in the comments section. I do enjoy interacting with y'all, and I hope we can continue that because it's really fun to learn from you guys as well. With that being said, I hope you have a safe, wonderful, and successful rest of your week. And I'll see y'all in the next episode of a Let's Learn Together series here in Stationeers. Happy gaming!
Power critical.